Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning to YouTube as well. And, of course, good morning, Mini Motorways. Let's go to Manila for today's Crab Rave. Good morning, Samurai Sam. Buildings can appear directly adjacent to destinations, and you start with one of each upgrade, and that's all you get. Ew. Awful. Awful and terrible. Hi, Nora. Hi. Good morning. How are you doing today? You are lifted. You are orange and furry. Oh, hello. Make a noise into the microphone so I don't sound like a crazy person talking to a cat that doesn't exist. Oh, there's a kitty. Oh, you're so nice and warm. And fuzzy and orange. Oh, let's figure out a way for you to be here and also me to manipulate the mouse, shall we? Boop and boop, boopy doop and doop. Sam notes that today is a special day for Star Trek fans because there's an episode of Deep Space Nine where the characters are transported to August 30th, 2024 in San Francisco. And it's about how homeless people are treated like crap. Good job, Star Trek! That's well, it's a true fact, particularly in California. Hi. Hello. All right, you're very squirmy. Is this not gonna work? Are you not gonna get comfy? All right, here's the deal. Oh, she's got a little blep. She's got a tiny little blep, but she's also sticking her legs out in every direction and trying desperately to squirm away from my grasp. So we're gonna put the kitty on the table. Yeah, hi. Hi. Kitty goes on the desk. There. Give me 20 road tiles. Cat goes on the desk. We'll use our one and exactly one bridge. This is gonna be fine. Eagerly anticipating figuring out how this goes to shit. Oh, goodness. I never got into Deep Space Nine. I've seen a handful of episodes of the original series, a handful of episodes of Next Generation. At one part of my life, I watched most of Voyager because I was a child and it's what was on in the living room. Oh, goodness. Good morning, Leah Fireheart. We are dealing with awful nonsense here regarding the, only one of everything, and already this is not boding well. I don't see a great way to incorporate reds and blues into, that's bad. Well, if we draw our only motorway, we can get reds over here, but oh, friends. Oh, this could be bad. Yeah, Deep Space Nine is... That's what I've heard about Deep Space Nine. It's a very different Star Trek show from your typical, it's the utopian future, but here's a spaceship full of people that go on allegorical missions to the problems of today. Which, okay... Deep Space Nine apparently just dropped the utopian future part and was like, actually, your utopian future is built on bullshit. And there's like a Starfleet CIA. They're secret. But yeah, I've seen a handful of episodes of Next Generation, handful of the original series, most of Voyager. I think I watched the first season of Enterprise, which was bad. Again, never really got into Deep Space Nine. I am like a little bit more than base level conversant in Star Trek. I think that's fair. I also have seen all 10 of the... is that true? I think that's true. I think I've seen all 4 of the Next Generation movies. Anyway, let's see here. So these dark blues here. I think what we're going to have to do... Oh, right. There's that road there. Okay. Well, let's do this then instead. So we've got to do this. And then we're going to reconfigure. There's the word. We're going to reconfigure this bridge such that it goes like that. And this is going to be bad and dumb, right? Like, this is not going to be good, but it is what it is. So yeah, I've definitely seen all 6 of the movies with the original series actors, and I largely hold to what I understand to be the popular opinion, which is that 2, 4, and 6 are good, and 1, 3, and 5 are not good. It's basically true. I know I've seen Generations multiple times. The one with Kirk and Picard. And I'm pretty sure I've seen at least once each of the other 3, and I couldn't tell you a goddamn thing that happens in any of them. I remember that the popular opinion is that they're bad, and I have nothing to go against that. So they're probably just bad. Now then, these 2 yellows here are going to go up this way, which means that we're going to ever so slightly... not the reboots. I'm talking about the Next Generation movies, like First Contact and Genesis and the other one that's not First Contact, Generations, or Genesis. There's a 4th one of those. Maybe I haven't seen First Contact, or maybe I just don't remember it. I don't remember anything about the Nemesis. Yeah, these sound like dumb names for movies. Nemesis, Insurrection, for Genesis, First Contact. Yeah, I've seen... There were 4 of those? Maybe I'm making one up. Maybe Genesis wasn't an actual Star Trek movie. Maybe it was just a MacGuffin in Star Trek 2. And 3. And maybe 4? I don't remember if Genesis comes up in 4. It must come up in 4, because 4 is the final part of a trilogy that started with 2. So, yeah, Genesis is a big deal in Star Trek 2 and 3. So, and hey, listen, it was a good video game system, so it makes sense. Let's reposition Motorway. Fuck! Let's reposition Motorway. Fuck. Oh boy. Okay. So we're gonna redraw Motorway number 1 here. You're going to go over here. Yep, Star Trek 4 is the weird one where they go back to San Francisco in the 80s and save the whales. Because the whales are saving humanity. I think the message of Star Trek 4 is, y'all should really save the whales, because what if it turns out there's a big rock? And by big rock, I mean an evil inanimate carbon rod. There's an evil inanimate carbon rod that's wiping out the world somehow, and the only way to stop it is humpback whales. Too bad the whales went extinct. Oh wait, let's go back in time and make that not the case. Star Trek 4! Oh god, 20 road tiles for me, and a dark blue business over here, which, uh-oh, now we're really in trouble. Okay. So what I can do is, fortunately, we're capable of destroying trees. We can run this dark blue road up this way, and then this road like that. We can pretend that, this is gonna work. This is gonna work. Here, let's make this a little fairer, a little more balanced. Just pop the motorway, pop the on-ramp right there. So you come in like this. Sure, that's going to make all the difference in the world as to whether or not this is sustainable. Okay. So we've got reds and blues hopping motorway number 1 and going up over that way. That seems like a thing that we can do. Oh, and now we've got greens coming. Okay, all right. Well, swell. Well, super one. You go up here. Leah, I'm sure you've seen it if you've tried any Star Trek, but I find that Star Trek 2 is a wonderful little movie. Let's take this traffic light right here. We're gonna swing the greens in like so. They're gonna come down this way. Additionally, we're gonna use, what on earth is that bird outside my window? Sounds like someone's feeding a poodle into a wood chipper, which is probably not a thing a bird should do. Anyway, these two greens are gonna go up here, perfectly cromulent traffic light right here, motorway number 1 into a roundabout, over down that away. This is gonna make sense. This is gonna be fine and good. Yeah, everything's great now. Everything's wonderful. Yeah, listen, sometimes the unfortunate fact is that you just don't like Mass Effect. And hey, I said Mass Effect. I meant Star Trek. The reason I said Mass Effect is that I was gonna say it's a damn shame there aren't any good Star Trek video games, and the closest we come is Mass Effect, which isn't really a Star Trek video game. But anyway. I'm sure there's an episode or two that isn't your typical fare, but if you don't like the concept of a thing or the base level of a thing, there's no need to dive in and try to wring the one little morsel of enjoyment. It's like, if you don't like nuts, don't have a nutty granola bar because it has a chocolate chip in it. Mass Effect is a wonderful thing, by the way. That's a shame. That is a shame, Leah. I would ask, and if you don't want to jump back in, totally understand, don't jump back in. I would wonder, did you start with Mass Effect 1? Because even in the Legendary Edition, Mass Effect 1 is the weakest of them. But, again, not saying you absolutely positively must, for the sake of humanity, dive back into this thing you didn't enjoy. Hey, question. How are Light Blues getting to this business now? Or is it just because... Okay. I think they just weren't until I got this here, and this business was just new. Alright, that tracks. I will say this. If you enjoyed the story, characters, world, and universe of Mass Effect 1, it may be worth your while to try playing Mass Effect 2. Because Mass Effect 2 is literally the _Goog's favorite video game and has a much better combat system than Mass Effect 1. If, however, you didn't like that, or you were just like, you know what, I couldn't possibly see my way clear to actually playing and liking this, okay, fine. What are we doing here with this dark blue? That's a wonderful question, to which I have just absolutely no answer. Let's see here. So the one bridge I'm using is over this way. I do have dark blues on that bridge. Ooh, buddy. Okay, I have an idea. It's a bad idea. It's a really bad idea. But so what we can do is we can run reds up this way, right? If we run the reds up this way, then we can run the light blues over this way. By running the light blues down this way, we free up this corridor here. From this corridor here, we can bop, and bop like that and get more dark blues going over here. So these three dark blue houses right over here are now tasked with the love, care, and support management of both of these dark blue businesses, which is just, an astonishingly terrible idea. To the point, in fact, where I'm going to do something even more stupid. I'm going to do something even more stupid, and that even more stupid thing is this. I'm going to have another spur of this roundabout come over here. I'm going to steal this traffic light. Am I going to steal that traffic light? No, I'm going to leave this traffic light here. This traffic light serves a better purpose here than it would here. But now all of these dark blues can now help with this and this. And also, I suppose, technically, these dark blues are connected to this. And we don't want to think about that. That doesn't have to be part of the solution here. We don't have to worry about that part. That part's going to be fine. This yellow business is an uh-oh space. Yeah, it's just a bad. I don't. Here, we're gonna have to do this. Yellows are just gonna spawn on this road, and it's gonna have to be fine. You there, light blue? You should point this way because you're going. No, you should point that way because this road only goes here. These go down here to support this. Okay, that tracks. I understand that. Hey, you know what? Rather than have two houses spawn there, let's just have an unlit intersection that would have been a perfectly cromulent traffic light, shall we? We'll just do that. This red house here is not in a place where it can be connected to anything, because if I put it... Hi. Alright, you point there. You shoop yourself down this way. That'll be okay. I'm sure there's a way that technically we've got greens sliding in this way, which is bad, and I don't want to worry about that, but it's gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. I'm Alex Jack Neckthorn, damn it. Oh, Captain Jack Necktie. A good character, sort of. Alright, these yellows here. Are these yellows here doing anything? No. No, not really. I could put them on this road, but they wouldn't be doing anything on that road either. So, Yeah, I don't think there's a purpose for them right now. Okay. It's fine. You, 3. Oh, hi. That red's gone circular. That's actually, broadly speaking, fine? Ish? Maybe? Potentially? It's conceivable that that's just fine. This dark blue business is getting a little mad, which, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I understand how a business might be getting mad under these circumstances. It makes sense to me. This light blue down here is a circle, which is so bad. Like, that's real bad. How are we going to help that, I wonder? I think the answer might be that we're not, but that's a bad answer. So, we should try to give a better answer than that. How are we going to help this light blue business? We're not going to roll over and die, Sam. I feel like we're getting close to Sam's scores. Sam usually gets aggressively anti-Goog when the score ticks up a little bit. Okay, let's create more terrible intersections. We've got a terrible intersection right here. Comes down this way. And then joins right there. And now these 3 light blues can come in and support this business. Perfect. Absolutely 100%. Totally perfect. It's exactly what you want to see. Ow. It remains, again, a damnable shame that, as far as I know, there is no good Star Trek video game. Star Trek is not, it's not immediately conducive to a video game because, action is immediately conducive to video games, and Star Trek is at its best when the action is minimal. Star Trek, historically and almost as a point of pride, has dog shit terrible fight scenes. So, but it feels like the kind of thing that would make for a good MMO, but Star Trek Online is bad. So, welp. It could be that Star Trek Online is good, but the last time I tried to play Star Trek Online, the game broke on the tutorial quest. And, well, one only has so much tolerance for when a thoroughly okay introduction to a video game breaks on its introductory tutorial quest. There's only so much tolerance one has for that. This roundabout here, by the way, is turning into a rat-like as this business goes away and dies, and this red circle gets mad about stuff, and man, this red circle here, this red circle's living the life. Everything's going to shit everywhere around it, but this red circle, man, it's got houses, it's got a straight shot road, its needs are being met, everything's coming up this red circle right here. Everything else, not good. It's not good times. Well, this green business is okay. This green square's happy. This yellow square is reasonably happy. Most everything else is bad. You know, this yellow square, it itself is happy, but it's so close to this obviously doomed rat-like situation that its residents just feel bad, right? They have survivor's guilt over not having to deal with this rat-like. So, oh great, every dark blue in the world has decided to get mad. That's a bad thing. Don't do that, every dark blue in the world. Why would you do that? Don't do that. Here, I'm just gonna add these are these dark blues contributing in any way to the health and survival of any dark blues? I think the answer to that is no, actually. Yeah, none of this road is connected in any way to any of these dark blues, so these 3 dark blues just can't help. Great. Awesome. Astonishing. How in the hell are dark blues even getting to this? I think this business has been living on dark blues cutting through a parking lot into... Well, that's dumb. Here, let's fix this entirely too late. Here's this road that nobody wanted and might not even use. Oh, God. Okay. 1133. Jesus. Only one of everything is mean. It's very mean. It is, however, number 7 in the world, so we'll take that. We will take that. Doubled up, Samurai Sam. Let's just have one road. To hell with one B, one R. Let's just have one R. That would be fun. That would be a fun thing. Especially if you, like, technically had, say, one central round... Oh, no, if you just had roundabouts... You had roundabouts everywhere? Oh, I want to do that challenge now. Oh, that would be fun. Hold on. I know we're supposed to do, like, Wordle or whatever, but... Hold on. We can go quick here. All right. We're going to Los Angeles. Part of the reason I'm doing this is I don't have a hard out. So, we can dick around a little bit. Here's the challenge. 1, no pausing. 2, one continuous road. You have to be able to get from any given house to any other given house without leaving the road. Okay? Motorways are okay. Bridges are fine. Roundabouts are totally cool. Everything has to be connected to everything. Samurai Sam says that he was on 202 in Granby the other day. They put in a brand new roundabout. Where would they have put in a roundabout on 202 in Granby? Where would they have put in a roundabout on 2? Where's this roundabout on 202 in Granby, Sam? I take 202 fairly regularly. Is it by, like, the Dunkin' Donuts Plaza? Maybe it's by the Dunkin' Donuts Plaza. Also, this is some, like, hyper-localized, this is where the underscore Goog is, by the way. If we're talking about State Highway number 202 in Granby, Massachusetts. Hey! Abe and Jazz Gigi has noted that we can get cheap viewers on whirp.xyz. I bet that's totally legit. Let me just copy that. Doot. So we've got a roundabout, which is good, because, well, we're going to need one. we're going to take this yellow here and swing in like so, and we're going to construct a roundabout right here. And this, therefore, is fine. This, therefore, is fine. This will swing over this way, and then down that way. Yeah, it's slash, not bang. Official Twitch things, like mechanisms within Twitch, are slash. Silly Nightbot things are bang. I realized that I already paused once, which means our challenge is void, but it's fine. Here. What we can do is this, and now this is connected. Haha, like so. Give me some traffic lights. We'll take those. Traffic lights are probably fine. Perfectly reasonable. Put in some perfectly cromulent traffic lights. Everyone would be cool with those. You can go this way. Matter of fact, we're going to institute some right here. Perfectly cromulent traffic light. Yellows go this way, reds go that way. Off we go. Hello, dark blue friend. Your thing. Doot, doot, and doot, like so. Where the ice cream place Cindy's is on 202. Okay. I think I know where Cindy's is. The next intersection east of that. Now, see, the problem is I don't know my directions. So if you're going east, does that mean you're heading toward my place? No, it must mean you're going away from my place. So if you pass Cindy's going away from my... Okay. I think I know where that is. Yeah, there is a school there. Okay. Neat. New roundabout. Yay, local government. Okay, so we've got a light blue business over here. We need to arrange transport to it. So we can do this, and we can do this. We can go that way, and then up here, and then over and down, and traffic light. Waboosh. There. This comes into here. This comes into here. I don't have a bridge or anything to connect to this red to this. So, listen. We never said... Well, I did say that every single house has to be... Yeah, well, Sam, it's fine. It's fine. Listen. No doxing the _Goog. There. It's against the rules. Now that people know it's against the rules, they won't do it. Clearly. This is the part people miss in their cybersecurity classes. If you just say, don't steal my data, nobody will steal your data because it's against the rules. You've made it a rule. Obviously. Foolproof logic here. Okay, so now with this bridge, this red house here is technically connected to every single other house on the map, thereby making it part of the network and a totally reasonable part of this challenge. Sunflare Space booked a flight with a multiple-hour layover in Boston. Good news, Sonny. That's enough time for you to get almost out of Boston. If you had a second flight, you might be able to get from Boston to somewhere else during your layover. Other than that, not gonna happen. Listen. There are multiple episodes where someone steals their data because nobody on the Enterprise ever had the thought to say, hey, don't steal my data. Nobody ever had that thought. And therefore, off goes your data. What do you expect? You dumbasses. Oh, God. All right, give me another motorway. Yeah, give me another motorway. We will then have these three reds come down this way, connect to that business. These yellows. Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to pause. Man, it's a good thing this is a silly joke challenge. These two yellows will motorway themselves over here. This is totally gonna be part of the road system. Hold on, give me a second. We can then have them staple that motorway to this right here, like so. Eminently reasonable and doable. Oh, big stretch. Oh, big stretch and yawny. Oh, big stretch and yawny. Ow. Okay, so where was I going with this? I absolutely do not remember. I have no recollection of my general plans. So, this business here is a problem. Let's do this. We're gonna run this over to here, and then from right here, we'll just plan on putting a traffic light there at some point in the future. Listen, at some point in the future, we're gonna have a traffic light right here, and this is gonna make perfect sense. This is actually, like, surprisingly functional, but then again, we're at 350 commuters, so it's not exactly a big scoring run yet. Operative word in that sentence was yet, though. You know, this is excellent city management, if I do straight up lie so myself. Absolutely flawless, no problems whatsoever. Why would anyone even suggest that something could be done better? Seems like lies to me. If anyone was to say that any part of this could be done better, they would just be lying. This yellow over here is now a circle. That's basically fine. We can just draw this road down to here, get these yellows involved in the management there. You are all connected to everything. Every house that's in the network is connected to every other house. I got a roundabout, which is probably fine. Doot and doot, these yellows will join in here, go over service this, that'll be totally fine. How are these greens looking? These greens are looking surprisingly decent. And you know what we can do here to make this situation a little bit better? We can just staple a roundabout, kind of awkwardly. We staple a roundabout kind of awkwardly here. We can do roundabout there, and then exit off that away, and then you go voop, 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 and voop like that. Boom. There. Everything comes into this roundabout. Everything comes out Goog House. Should be totally hundo P A-OK. You go in that away. Ha-ha! Okay. Couple more reds come up here. Should be fine. All right. Is anything bad? No, nothing's bad at all. Why would anyone suggest that anything might be bad here? This is just perfect. This is the wave, actually. Maybe everything we've ever heard about the great prophecy of 1B1R was just bullshit. Maybe every B1R. Yes, all B1R. It's absolutely perfect. Everything is in its place. A place for everything and everything in its place, and that place is everywhere. Yes. Okay. You know what? Motorway number 1 need not exist anymore. What we can do instead is connect down here and then have these yellows just kind of be into here. There. Everything is still connected to everything. Motorway number 1 was actually, no, wait. Motorway number 1 was the only thing connecting these yellows to these yellows. Okay. Well, we can just lie and cheat about stuff. Behold, this very important connection right here connects these greens to this yellow, and thereby via this road, everything is connected to everything else. It is absolutely possible for someone to get from this yellow house to this yellow business. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to do it right now. So from this yellow house, you start over here, you go through here, you pass a traffic light, you come into this roundabout. From this roundabout, you then must... Oh, I've got it. From this roundabout, you go over here, you cross another bridge, you take a right into the plaza. From the plaza, you come out here, take a left, go into the roundabout, go up here, pass through a red neighborhood, then a green neighborhood, then another yellow neighborhood, and you slide down this way, and you're into this yellow business. And everything's fine. Everything's absolutely fine if you do that. You can get anywhere from anywhere. This is absolutely perfect, and there are no problems. Additionally, if you feel like being a fancy pants about stuff, you can take motorway number 1, which is just totally connected to everything. Anyone can get into this green neighborhood if they want. By the way, let's just take this. This green neighborhood, it's state school, is what it is. Let's be honest with ourselves. This green neighborhood is just a state school. I get to make fun of state colleges. I went to one. You, greens, come over here. Jump down that away. I'm sure that's very helpful what you did. Oh no, we've died. Oh no. Okay, so it turns out that if you have all B's on one R, you can break 1,000 commuters in Los Angeles. This is what we have learned. It is a good learning day here on twitch.tv/the_Goog. Hooray. Don't we feel great? We feel great having learned that. Hey, there's an E and an A in the Wordle. That's great. It can't be yearn because there's no R. It can't be learn because there's no R. Was this more or less functional than real life Los Angeles? About the same. About the same, really. It can't be treat for very obvious reasons. It can't be cheat because the E and the A are in different places. It can't be after because there's no T. It can't be feth because that's not a word and also it contains a T. LA isn't a grid system for some reason. The reason is 1 part geography, 1 part bad planning, 1 part capitalism, probably. That sounds reasonable. Honestly, listen. There are New Englanders who will get mad at me for saying this. Every major city should have been laid out like Manhattan. I understand that Manhattan has the advantage of being an island and having it be right there staring everyone in the face that you can just do a grid here. Every major city should be a grid. Every city should be there should be grid elements, at least. It's so obvious and logical and reasonable. But no. Stupid people. Dealing with the realities of their situation and not just remaking society from scratch thousands of years in. What were they thinking? Now then. It could be maze. It's not gonna be, but it could be. It's not, but again, it could have been. And hey, we figured out where the E goes. That's something. It could be apple. It could absolutely be apple. It's not, but again, it could have been. And we've narrowed down where the A has to be. And Sunflower Space is correct. It could be Chase. It could absolutely be Chase. It's not, but, well, all right. We're 4 guesses in and we only have 2 letters. We only know 2. Okay. This is fine. It could be Quake. Could absolutely be Quake. It's not, but there is a K. So, oh, buddy. Okay. So, I think it's gotta be the K is the first letter, right? Because it's not gonna be like OK anything here. And it's not going to... Yeah, it's not going to be skate or scale or anything like that. Because there's no S. Okay. What about... Ooh. Is there anything that makes that a word? No. Is there anything that makes that a word? I don't think so. Okay. Well, I've got to be wrong about one of those. It's not Quaid or Quaif. Could be KN. Could it be Knave? Holy shit. It could absolutely be Knave. Thank you, Leah. Oh. Well, that was a group effort. Holy shit. Yeah. That was scary. That was terrifying. Let's draw some connections, shall we? We need things. I don't know. Cube and pyramid and diamond. These are shapes, but cube and pyramid are three-dimensional, so, Yeah, getting that K was fucking huge. Hold on. Lighthouse, temple, pyramid, and gardens. These are wonders of the ancient world, right? Because you've got the Temple of Artemis, the Great Pyramid of Giza, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, and something big fancy lighthouse. I remember there was a big fancy lighthouse. Listen, I don't actually know shit about shit when it comes to ancient world or classicism or anything, but I have played Civilization. And I do remember that among the wonders of the world are the Temple of Artemis, the Great Pyramid of Giza, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, and the something big lighthouse. I'm totally correct. Totally correct. Also, Sunny saw it too. Gold, sequin, diamond, and glitter. Those are fancy, shiny things. That's absolutely true. Yeah, let's go for that. Gold, sequin, diamond, and glitter. Fancy, shiny, spangly, bright things. There you go. I said spangly. I should have said sparkly, but oh well. Box and cube are both, well, they're things. Aw, thank you, Luke Ainsworth. There's a the underscore Goog missing in that list. That's not actually true, but anyway. So, just making a note of the title of today's episode, which is Don't Steal My Data, by the way. Could have had China, could have had Andre. Let's see here. So, oh, Sunny's got it. Icebox, ice cube, ice storm, and ice machine. That's a thing that makes ice. Oh no, it's ice cream. Doy. Silly. Ice cream is right. Ah! No! Oh no! Maybe instead of... Oh no! Is it machine instead of storm? No. Is it storm instead of box? Oh, we got there eventually. Should have gone for this one instead. Dive, box, row, and fence. These are... I don't know, Olympic events? Yeah, diving, boxing, rowing, and fencing. They're Olympic events without the ing. Purple was a confusing bastard fuck today. But hey, we did a connection. That's something. And now we shall strands. Wow, this window is really off-center. I mean, it's always a little bit off-center, but when it's full screen like that, you can tell that it's really fucking off-center. Oh well. Today's theme is Let's Play. Hey, I wonder if maybe this painfully obvious spangram right here might have something to do with, yeah. Okay, so we've got presumably video game titles for strands today. Sam sees hatch at the bottom left, which doesn't really fit with the theme, but it is a word. It is absolutely a word. Let's see here. So, I feel like we're gonna go really basic here if we're putting video games in the New York Times. But hey, here's Fallout. That's a thing. That's a video game. Oh, Uncharted. Okay, here we go. Uncharted up here. And then, surprisingly, I don't see a way to get to Mario at all. So, could just be not seeing it, but... So we've got 3 more video games down here. They do have to be real words. Do they? Is that a rule for strands? I don't know. I don't know that Strands has ever established that, but maybe I'm misremembering. Anyway, so I mean, I see lore, which is a thing that exists in video games, but it's not the title of a video game in and of itself. For a second, I thought we were trying to get Witcher here, but no, it's just TCA. Oh, wait. I think I can get... Oh, yeah, this is going to be Overwatch. Okay, good job. Okay, Strands, listen. I wasn't... I thought you were going to go a little more normie than that. Good job, Strands. So... Alright, so this over here has got to be the end or the beginning of a word, right? Oh, this is Minecraft. This is just Minecraft. We'll figure that out. There we go. There's the AFT. Boom. And then this down here in the bottom left is the video game franchise that launched the Xbox. It's Ola, right? The Ola games? No? Alright, fine. It's Halo. Senor Chief would be very happy with us. For today's Immaculate Grid, we need dudes who played third base, dudes who had 500 dingers in their career, Orioles, Red Sox, Cubs, and Reds. Jim Tomei fits 3 of these squares, but we're going to put him in this one. He's a dude who played third base and hit 500 dingers. Dude who played for the Red Sox and the Cubs is Mike Maddox. What? What do you mean Mike Maddox wasn't it? He was their pitching coach. He never played for them? Son of a bitch. Son of a... Who can forget? Arg. You know what's really funny about trying and failing to get cute with Mike Maddox? Is that Jamie fucking Moyer works for that fucking square. Arg. I don't think I've ever actually done a proper, fully filled Immaculate Grid that included Jamie Moyer, just because I always try to be too cute with something regarding Jamie fucking Moyer. Annoying. A dude who played for the Red Sox and had 500 homers is Manny Ramirez. A dude who played for the Red Sox and Reds is Bronson Arroyo, famously traded from one to the other. A guy who played for the Orioles and Cubs was Rafael Palmeiro ever a Cub? No. We'll just take the chalk. Sammy Sosa. And a dude who played for the Orioles and hit 500 career homers is Jim Tomei, or Sammy Sosa, or Rafael Palmeiro, who apparently was a Chicago Cub. So good for him. It's a thing people don't know. I bet if I swapped these two, they would have each had lower percentages in those squares. But oh well. A dude who played third base for the Chicago Cubs is Darwin Barney, presumably. He played everywhere, including third base. Hooray. And a dude who played third base for the Cincinnati Reds is Ryan Freel. So that is an almost complete immaculate grid. Would have done it too if it wasn't for me being stupid. But hey, it saved me having to think of an Oriad, which would have been difficult. I would not have thought of Frank Robinson in the moment, and we would have been here for a very long time trying to think of, I don't know, Brandon Phillips, who I don't think played for the Orioles, so I would have been wrong. Anyway, that is going to do it for us here today on Good Morning Mini Motorways. I am vaguely aspirationally thinking of doing a stream over the weekend, let's say. It's Labor Day weekend. That means 3 days off of work. That means, I don't know, maybe we'll do, there's definitely no gimmimimim on Monday morning. I will say that straight up. We're not just doing a gimmimimim on Monday morning, but I don't know. Maybe we'll do some like midday Monday, Great Ace Attorney, a labor of law or something. That's an almost decent title for a let's finish the first game in this 2-game package that has become increasingly more infuriating as it leans back on old tricks game, right? Because listen, Great Ace Attorney Chronicles is a 2 games in 1 video game, and the Great Ace Attorney Adventures is a fun little Great Ace Attorney game that's becoming increasingly more infuriating as it leans back on its old fuck-ups. But hey, that's for YouTube, including later today, where there is a new episode of Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Folks, thank you all so much for watching. I will be back next time I'm back. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye. I'm pausing the game so that the various timers don't tick down. While I think about just how many times. Just how many fucking times I damn near drowned, and I abandoned places, and I got eaten by fish because I didn't have a fucking oxygen tank, which I could have built from 3 titanium, which is apparently the most abundant goddamn rock in this entire goddamn space ocean.